She's in there resting. We're taking care of dinner out here, just doing our best to fill in for Mindy's best, who's not feeling her best. Hello, good morning. What up, everybody? Welcome in. Oh, I gotta watch it when I do that with the right arm. Welcome into the vlog today, you guys. It is a sunny day out. It's a little bit chilly. We're actually keeping a very close eye on that weather because we're winding down school, as we have said, and preparing for what we're hoping is an epic end of school year swimming party. But it does not look like it's gonna be swimming weather. May either have to change up the date or change up the activity depending on that weather. Today is one of those awesome days where we're winding down school. Kids are doing just kind of fun stuff. I think grades actually locked yesterday. If you missed yesterday's vlog, Riley and crew both dialing in those last minute grades to make sure they're passing all their classes and eligible for graduation. Riley had a little bit of a scare, I guess you could say. All is well that ends well, and he is going to be doing just fine. Sending it into summer, on his way into high school, leaving 9th grade here at the junior high. So with all of that done, it's kind of just smooth sailing, some fun activities that they do. And today is one of the ones that is probably one of my fondest memories. This is the school picnic day where we get to go and have school lunch with the kids. We actually get to have their school lunch. I think it's like a hamburger or a hot dog. Hamburgers are actually fantastic. We go and sit out on the lawn with them, bring a blanket, a chair or something. We just sit and talk and hang out. And this has always been near and dear to me. Now I've been able to be home and working from home for almost 7 years now doing this YouTube thing with the kids. Those of you who are new, or maybe even in the last 5 years, it was just something that was always top priority, most importance to me, that I was able to spend as much time with the family, with the kids as possible. And so little moments like this where I could break away from work and go have lunch with them on these picnic days just meant the world to me, because I could see them in the middle of the day. I'd come, I'd get to hang out with them, hear about their day.
So I'm here with my ride guy. We are here on Picnic Parent Day. Should we call it Picnic Parent Day? What should we call it? That's pretty good.
They would sit and hang out with me a lot more than they do now. Now that they're a little bit older, probably will just dip in quickly, give me a hug, and then head off with their friends. It was always like my favorite part of the day. I would go back to work and I wouldn't see them again until nighttime.
I love you. I'm headed back to work.
I love you, bye.
Awesome seeing you in the middle of the day.
See you tonight.
Yeah, see you tonight, Steph.
Now, of course, I get to be with them all the time, here all day, but I still don't ever take for granted or ever take lightly the opportunity to go and be with them at their school. That is what I'm gearing up for right now. You might notice I'm opening the vlog by myself and that mom is not with me. You'll see when we get there that she's also not going to be at the picnic. It would have to be something pretty significant to keep her from being at this, because it is just as important and meaningful to her as it is to me. But unfortunately, you guys, she was up the entire night throwing up. Like, honest to goodness, just every 15 minutes at the toilet, just throwing up. And we're thinking it's gotta be something that she ate right before bed, because honestly, she went to bed in like one of the most hyper, happy, fun, silly moods I've ever seen.
I love you so much.
Just full of energy, certainly not showing any signs of sickness or that it was going to be a rough night ahead. Crossing her fingers, it's just something that needs to get out of the system, and once it's fully out, she'll be back at full capacity. She is just recovering right now in our room just back there. She's been up the entire night throwing up. Just tried to have a sip of water a little bit ago, and that did not stay down. We're just watching that closely. I'm gonna go hang out with the kids, have a fun picnic. I don't think a hamburger or a hot dog sound good to mom at all, but I know she will miss getting to spend the time with them. I'm gonna go and represent the family. We'll get back and we'll take care of mom, check in on her, see how she's feeling. Really, really sad. She was up honestly the entire night. I actually went to bed pretty late getting the vlog done so that I could go to this picnic. I stayed up editing a little bit later, got into bed kind of late, and by the time I got into bed, it had already started, and she was up really the rest of the night. We're just hoping that she can get some rest today, her body can rehydrate, replenish its nourishment that it needs, the nutrients that are necessary for life, and she can get back to full capacity. For now, I'm gonna leave so that my loud mouth shuts up and she can actually get some rest, hang out with the kids, come back and check on mom when we get back.
I have my two adorable sidekicks, Braxton and Hazel. These two girls are having a blast with balloons. 3 days left of school.
Love you. You're a handsome stud, dude.
I love it.
Back home, believe it or not, after that hamburger lunch with the kids, which was fantastic, we're already back at mealtime because mom still laid up. Bounced out of the room for like a minute today. Thought she was gonna make a rebound, but she's back in there right now again. I think we're still thinking food poisoning of some kind that is just really trying to exit everything out of her system. So this is not going to be appealing to her, but we are on dinner for ourselves. So the kids got out the air fryer, made themselves some pizzas. Mom actually requested this noodle soup mix that I've never had before. Raga and I went on a little shopping venture and found that. And we got home and she said, I'm not actually up for eating it. So that will be for another time when she's up for it. Raga grabbed some Cheeto mac and cheese. This is what happens when dad's in charge of dinner. Hazy made me some oatmeal with brown sugar tonight. And then I got us some SpaghettiOs and meatballs, which I just got off the phone with my brother. He was like, I haven't had SpaghettiOs and meatballs since I was 5, dude. Yeah, we're having some classics. And then for dessert, one of our favorites.
Every single time he goes to the store, he gets a box of these. Every single time.
It's just a simple oats and honey, but they're good. Really, hey, I don't know if Cruz saw those. That's actually like Cruz's favorite. We are doing our best to hold things down here. We're gonna check in with mom in just a minute. I wanna give her a chance to feel a little more alive in there before we go check in, but she looked like she was making the rebound. She looked like she was about ready to spring out of bed, and I think it just kind of came back. She's in there resting. We're taking care of dinner out here, just doing our best to fill in for Mindy's best, who's not feeling her best. You think Chef Boy already ever said that? Watch me cook. Quick check-in on mom here, and then we will leave you alone because we just want to know how you're doing. I kind of gave like a really brief summary of what happened last night because I thought you'd be bounced back and you could give a nice full explanation later, but you're not there yet, so I'm not gonna make you go through it, but tell me if I got it right. About 2 o'clock last night, you started feeling upset to the stomach.
Yeah.
Started throwing up somewhere in the middle of the night, and it just kind of continued all night into the morning.
Threw up from like 4 till 10.
So I took the kids to school this morning, stayed home, throwing up.
Brandon had to do everything. I feel so bad.
I would take driving people places over throwing up all day. And then the school thing today was at 11. By then you hadn't even really stopped throwing up to feel better. So you stayed here for that. And then at some point today, you did start to feel a little bit better.
I did feel better. And now I don't again. I don't know. I've had 4 saltine crackers all day and a half of a Gatorade.
That's
so like
it.
that in and of itself makes you not feel well. But I
think
still
you're
have
just
a really,
empty.
really bad headache.
Yeah. And anyone who's had any kind of a food poisoning and you just like spend hours basically emptying your body, the end of that is usually major headache, like absolute lethargy. Like what do you call it when you're just fatigued? You just have absolutely no strength whatsoever.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
That's where she's at.
But it's okay. I had a burrito last night from Costco.
I don't even think you dare say it out loud. You usually love them. It's like your favorite go-to.
I've had so many of them. I love them. They're like chicken with black beans and cilantro lime rice. Like my favorite. Great protein, not too many calories. So I eat them every day.
Not anymore.
And I'm gonna throw the rest of the box away.
It's like crazy because you had a couple from that box already, right? It wasn't the first one out of the box. And
But last night there was a piece of chicken that looked funky, but in my head I was like, but it's all cooked, so it's fine.
you're cooked.
I saw someone post today that they had one of those burritos for lunch.
Trying to throw
And I
up.
was like, stop what you're doing.
You realize what you're setting yourself up for.
know.
Mom, love you. Feel your absence big time out there. We're having
Sorry.
SpaghettiOs with meatballs for dinner because
Okay, hold on. I gotta.
without you, kind of lost. But
Sorry.
I'm mostly just crossing my fingers that you can fall asleep tonight because you didn't sleep at all last night. A little bit of a nap today, but like when you're laying around all day, sometimes it's hard to
It's
fall
hard to
asleep.
fall asleep. I'm gonna have some melatonin. I even took some Zofran and it's not helping, so I don't know.
I wonder if that's a different kind of nausea. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe
I
that
don't
doesn't
know.
help.
I just want somebody to run over me with a car.
Okay, I can do that. Oh wait, mine's in the shop. Sorry.
Yeah.
We did it, we survived, we made it through the day without mom. Now mom feeling, I believe, a little bit better. And the only reason I know is because she's finally able to get some sleep. I just went upstairs, I was gonna grab something out of the room. I was worried that I might be disturbing her because I know she's trying to fall asleep. But when you've been laying in bed all day, she was able to get a little bit of a nap in the middle of the day. Sometimes the biggest fear is that you're gonna just lay there and stare at the ceiling. I approached the door and the light was on, the TV was on. I thought, dang it, she hasn't had a chance to fall asleep yet. Cracked open the door and there she was, knocked out cold, just dead asleep. That is a great sign, fantastic news. Mom's gonna be able to get a good full night of rest, recovering from what we are assuming is food poisoning at this point. I think she hasn't had any other symptoms of like a flu-like type thing, any other kind of a sickness. I think the body just wants to get rid of whatever that bad piece of chicken in that burrito was. It feels so bad for her. It just seemed so miserable all day, especially all night. But great to see her getting some rest. I've got the kids into bed, gonna get a jump start on editing this vlog here and get myself into bed. Tomorrow is an early out day for the kids and it is the last true early out day because we are 1 week away from school being done. It's like 1 week away from no more early mornings getting ready for school, no more picking up from school in the middle of the day. It's just gonna be together all the time, all summer. Rather saying goodbye to 9th grade, leaving junior high, heading into high school. He has the actual graduation coming up this Monday. This is a wild, crazy, fun, and exciting time, you guys. So if you have not yet, go down below and subscribe, hit that alert bell so you know when these vlogs post every day, because that's how we Bingham. We love you guys. Come back tomorrow. We'll see you then. Good night, everybody.
But I just had donated to me by the sweetest little girl a make your own pizza. So I'm actually having a delicious pizza lunch.
Love you. You're a handsome stud, dude.
Today we are headed to the boys' school. I have my 2 adorable sidekicks, Braxton and Hazel. 3 days left of school.
Peace out, dude. I love you. I'm headed back to work. Awesome seeing you in the middle of the day. Yeah, see you tonight, Steph.